All right, quick confession. When I posted on LinkedIn that I passed the AIGP exam, a lot of people started DMing me, how did you study for AIGP? And my first thought was, are we sure we want to talk about this aloud? Because yes, it's doable, but no, it's not a read once and vibe kind of exam. And by the way, I am not a legal professional and I don't have the luxury to coach on terminology, right? So when I did have a system, I used AI like a study partner and not a shortcut. If you're preparing for AIGP, I'm going to walk you through exactly what I did step by step and how I cut my prep time, basically in half. Not because I'm a genius, but because I stopped studying like it was 2009. Step 1, get the BOK and treat it like your GPS. That's what a BOK looks like. If you can see it on my screen, that's what a BOK looks like. Step 1, I internalized the body of knowledge, the BOK. Not skimmed it, not I saw it, I treated it like a map. If something did not connect back to the BOK, I ignored it. That single decision has saved me hours because the internet will happily feed you 400 AI governance rabbit holes and your participant guide, and most of them won't help you pass this exam. So I printed the domains, I kept the competencies visible to me at all times, and everything I studied had to land somewhere on that map. If it didn't fit, it was not exam prep, it was entertainment. Step 2, use AI. Use AI like your study partner, not a cheat code. This is not a cheat code. So I went to NotebookLM. For people who do not know NotebookLM, just type NotebookLM in your browser and you'll see what it means. The very first thing it asked to do was generate a mini quiz based on the AIGP body of knowledge. In the resources section on the left, you're going to see how to upload the AIGP body of knowledge on there. Not because I just wanted to feel smart or anything, because I wanted to see what I actually knew. And honestly, it was humbling, like in a good way, because the exam isn't just definitions, it's really scenarios, trade-offs, governance logic. So I wasn't looking for perfect scores, I was looking for the patterns of what I kept missing. And that's where the learning was for me. Next, upload your participant guide. If you've taken the course from IAPP or you've taken a course from someone, you're going to get a participant guide that is kind of a summarized version of what all the concepts are, and it will help you build your mind map. So step 3, I uploaded my participant guide into NotebookLM, and then I used the mind map feature, and I'm going to show that in a bit. Okay. Here is the key move though. I just didn't mind map for fun. I actually aligned it with the BOK, or the body of knowledge. And that connection is everything. Because when you align the participant guide to the BOK, things stop feeling like random facts, they start feeling like a system. Then step 2, I generated another quiz. Remember the mini quiz we talked about earlier? This is another mini quiz. And this time it's based on the participant guide. And the goal wasn't volume, it was to locate the gaps in my understanding. So do I understand this concept or do I just recognize the words? Like very different, right? Now, step 4, this is important because you have to set aside 3 hours of your life into this. Take the practice test like it's a real exam. I blocked 3 hours of my time, took the practice test. No distractions, no phone, timer, and I'll just peek at the answer along the way, no. And then did the part most people skip. This is step 5. So I tracked 2 things. Questions that I missed, questions I had doubts on. Old school. Wrote it down on flashcards. Typed notes, right? Whatever works for you, you can type it in on Google Doc, but I used flashcards. Here's where AI made the difference. Okay, so I uploaded the questions I missed into NotebookLM. I just took a screenshot and I uploaded the screenshot of the questions I missed. Okay, and then asked it to analyze, why did I choose that answer? Why is it wrong? Why is the correct answer correct? And how does this map back to the exam logic? Because the exam has a personality. It rewards a specific way of thinking. And once you learn that thinking style, your accuracy is going to jump really, really fast. So once that exam was done and the thinking was done, I went back to NotebookLM. I said, here was the practice exam that I did. And now generate a 320 question test bank, 150 questions in hard mode, and the rest of the questions in super hard mode, right? with answers and push beyond the obvious scenarios. Look at the world, look at the news, look at the governance failings in the news today, and create these test scenarios. And this is the part where people really mess up, right? They do practice test after practice test after practice test, but they don't analyze why they are wrong. So every time, again, I miss something in the hard mode test, I ask the same questions again. Why is my answer wrong? Why does the exam want another answer? And if something just really felt off, like NotebookLM didn't get me the right answer, and the AI explanation was too confident or too vague, I actually didn't accept it. I ran the questions through ChatGPT and Gemini independently. I put in the question, I put in the answer, and I asked it to analyze, and I made them spar with each other. That was the really fun part. And then I compared the reasoning, and when the tool disagreed, that's where the nuance shows up. And the nuance is basically the exam. What was the real payoff? This took effort. It takes effort. No shortcuts. There are no magic prompts that I'm going to share with you. You'll still have to do the work, but using AI this way cut my prep time in half. It could have been 30 plus hours, but it became closer to 15. And the understanding really, really stuck. And that's the whole point. It's a fun topic. Now, if you're studying for AIGP and you want to use AI intelligently, not lazily, drop a comment below with where you were stuck. Like, Domain 2 is wrecking me, or I can't remember the laws, or the practice exams keep tricking me. I'll do the follow-up videos breaking it down because I'm not going to tell you just read the book again. You deserve better than that. Ciao!